What is up, YouTube? Chase Oliver 68 here with another video for you guys. If you guys paid attention to my last video, the TNA Impact video game review, you knew that I was going to post another video shortly on two WWE DVDs that I recently just got and I was going to review. I wanted to keep them a surprise so you guys would check out this video and see if I know what I'm talking about. So if you guys like this video at the end, or if you guys just want to because you love the shit out Chase Oliver 68 and the Timberwolves, subscribe, like/dislike, do whatever, comment, spread this video around, and join the forums that I click the link down on the in the links down below. One, it's PWMania, PWMforums.com. I'm a super moderator there. My username is Chase. Yeah, very original. I'm a super moderator there. Great group of people. We have e-betting and whatnot. And then the Wrestling Smarts, forums.wrestlingsmarts.com, owned by a very good friend of mine named Troy. Troy is a very good administrator there. He works his ass off promoting that forum. I love that forum. It is kind of like, if you know guys from PW Mania, they're on that Wrestling Smarts website, so it's not that hard to fit in both forums. We will welcome you with warm arms. So just a little plug in there for you. But besides the plug, let's get on to the DVD reviews. So with the first DVD that I have for today, this match is very well known by many. It's probably some people's favorite gimmick match. I'm not really too big on it, but I got this DVD just because I heard it was very good on the content, but on the match-wise sort of thing, it's not. And this DVD is Satan's Prison, the Elimination Chamber Anthology. Now, questions. People might be wondering, is there blood? Yes, all blood is shown. It's not the black and white screen. All blood is shown on this DVD. And the most important question, because everyone, even when I've read reviews on this on Amazon, everyone's like, is Chris Benoit in this DVD? To inform you, yes, Benoit is in this DVD. He is not edited out. They don't do different camera shots on him. He is in this DVD. One major edit, though. There's one major edit, actually a couple, but it's mainly for the cheering and booing. New Year's Revolution 2006, when Ed was winning the title, it was mostly boos, and when Cena won the title, there was mostly cheers, so they kind of edited that a little bit. You can barely tell the difference from the original, but I could, and I'm sorry, I just hate that this edit that they did. Dismember. I'm glad they didn't edit the fan that was talking shit to Paul Heyman when he was talking on the mic. That was great. If you want to watch a funny thing, Paul Heyman's talking on his mic, and there's this one fan you can clearly hear. He's basically back talking to Paul Heyman. Everything he said, it's hilarious. They didn't edit that out, but they did edit at the end of the match. Bobby Lashley was getting cheered. I remember watching that pay-per-view, and Bobby Lashley was getting booed. So yeah, do not. You can tell the difference because you'll hear the fans kind of, and then they'll be like, ah. So you can tell that they edited it like crazy to make Bobby Lashley look like he was a very strong face in this match, even though they weren't. He wasn't. So yeah, but it has every elimination chamber match. Basically, my only gripe with this DVD is kind of like how much the chamber matches dissolved through the years. I mean, I know blood doesn't make every wrestling match, but this is like, it's kind of weird. You watch these first couple of chamber matches, the first four, you see this gruesome blood. You can actually add the ECW to that one, but I tend to like to forget that one. You add these first like couple four elimination chamber matches, you see these guys doing all these spots with blood and stuff, and you're like, wow, this does look like a hellacious match. Then you go into the later years. Some of the elimination chambers, yeah, they're better. Like the SmackDown, was it? No, the Raw 2009 Elimination Chamber. That one's pretty damn good. Or was it 2008? I'm pretty sure it's 2009, 2008. Well, the Raw chambers are normally better than the SmackDown chambers, but the chamber matches overall are really, really pretty decent. You know, it's worth, if you love the chamber, I suggest this DVD to you. But if you just want to see it just for, to relive past memory lane or add it to your DVD collection, I suggest it. What I like about this though is they also show the aftermath, the before the match and after match. So this does have Edge's cash in on John Cena. Yeah, it shows the whole entirety of it. It doesn't stop the match where John Cena wins and stuff. It actually has Vince coming out and Edge cashing in the Money in the Bank, and it also has the when Batista won the WWE Championship at the 2010 Elimination Chamber. So I really like that. It gets a little bonus for me because they went into a lot of good detail to show this after and before match. Adding these interviews, it adds more of a feel to it. Feels like you're actually watching the whole event. And this is rated PG-13, so maybe that's why the blood was okay. But overall, this DVD gets a solid C plus for me. If you must know who's hosting this DVD, it's Todd Grisham, and superstars come in from time to time. And I believe he filmed this on a set of Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Don't know which one, don't care. But yeah, so overall, if you are craving the Elimination Chamber, get this DVD. If you're just looking to add to more of your DVD collection, I suggest that it has every match. But like I said, the matches can be found on other DVDs. But if there's some DVDs that are really hard to find, you know, might as well get this. But if you do get this DVD, if you do not avoid this DVD, and you want to get you do avoid this DVD, but you want to see the chamber matches, the DVDs I suggest overall are Survivor Series 2002, SummerSlam 2003 was actually pretty decent of a card, and New Year's Revolution 2005 is a pretty good show. So, I suggest all those. 2006 if you want the whole Edge thing, But yeah, that's about it. So C plus for this. Then on to my next DVD, The Rise and Fall of WCW. Now, if you compare this to the Rise and Fall of ECW, this one is not as good. But overall, documentary disc is pretty solid, pretty hardcore, pretty rock on. Oh, the opening to this one is I love the opening to this one. It's very beautiful. The fireworks, Goldberg, Hogan, Sting, Ric Flair. This is great. I mean, I love these documentary DVDs when they go into depth, and they really went into depth with this WCW stuff. I mean, I really enjoyed it. They talked about TA Magum, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, and they actually have really solid Ric Flair matches on here, like Ric Flair versus Steamboat, Ric Flair versus Hogan for the WCW title. Very solid matches, very good matches. Ric Flair in his prime, definitely worth checking out. So, really, the documentary is not. It could have been better, but it's good for what it's worth. I mean, you just want to know what WCW was and how it got its start and what the NWO was and what ultimately led it to a crash. This DVD, and you just want the knowledge of WCW, just like basic knowledge. This DVD is definitely for you. You just want to know what happened, what the NWO hype was all about. This DVD is for you. I mean, it's not as good as the Monday Night Wars DVD, in my opinion. That was a really good DVD because it was clashing both sides. But if you want to know about the cruiserweights, Goldberg and his rise to the top, the whole celebrity appearances. This is a pretty good DVD. I mean, they're kind of missing some major points like what was up with NWO Wolfpack and Steen, and they're kind of missing like the big picture. They don't really go into depth with the whole WCW roster, kind of like what the ECW roster did when they went in depth with certain wrestlers. They would show the Sandman, they would talk about him for hours, talk about his big events, they would talk about Raven. You know, they don't talk about every single little event like they did with the ECW DVD. That's my only gripe. But otherwise, solid comment, solid documentary. So I enjoyed it. But as for the matches are pretty solid. Disc one has to be one of my favorite discs. I mean, I started watching wrestling in 1999, so I'm not really that big on the old style matches because why would I be? But it was very cool watching this young Ric Flair wrestle. I mean, I never really seen it that much young Ric Flair matches, so that was very cool to watch. Pretty much enjoyed them, and also you get to see Rey Mysterio and Dean Malenko on this thing. You get a couple of Eddie Guerrero matches on there for when he had his little United States title run. You get to see one War Games match, pretty decent. I've never seen a War Games match before, so that was pretty cool. It wasn't a really good match, but it was pretty cool. I liked watching it. But yeah, it gives you the basics of WCW. You get the Goldberg Diamond Dallas Page match, so it gives you pretty good match selection, not the ultimate best WCW match selection. I mean, there's other matches you could have put on there, but for what it is, I like it. It's simple, it's to the point. Overall, if you just want basic knowledge on WCW, what it's about, how good it is, why it fell, what was wrong with the company. It's good. Has voices from every superstar, kind of from almost every superstar that was in the WCW rant. The only thing that's missing is like I know what he did was wrong, but some Benoit matches were kind of missing on there that were key important. And yeah, pretty much that's about it. I wish they kind of got Bret Hart's opinions on this DVD because I read somewhere he wasn't really a fan of the WCW. So yeah, it is what it is. But overall, this DVD it gets a B plus for me, mainly because you get some not like the best Ric Flair matches, but some good Ric Flair in his prime matches. Something to watch at. That's what I like. It just gives you some pretty good matches, some very historical matches like Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and Diamond Dallas Page and Karl Malone versus Hulk Hogan and Dennis Rodman. So that's pretty cool. You get to watch that class. It's not a classic, but you get to watch those two basketball players go at it with Hogan and Diamond Dallas Page. So yeah, that's about it. So I give this a B plus. Like I said, solid match selection. I wish they had more cruiserweight matches on here, but the matches that they give you are pretty good. Mysterio, Dean Malenko. I count Six Pac and Eddie Guerrero as a cruiserweight match, even though it's for the U.S. title. Guerrero, Dean Malenko. I mean, those two really much tear the house down almost every time they wrestled. And Y2J Chris Jericho or Lionheart Chris Jericho versus um, Juventud Guerrera. Kind of wish they had Ultimo Dragon on here, but it is what it is. But yes, solid DVD. I suggest you check this out if you want to know basic knowledge of WCW. You didn't really follow WCW as a kid, or didn't really follow it at all and want to know what it's about. But yeah, so that's it for the DVDs right now. Like I said, check the link to the forum down below. Subscribe to my channel, and I'm Chase Oliver. Hopefully, to get more videos up sooner and sooner. So yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good day.